Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the strum pattern exercises. These exercises are pretty straightforward. We're just going to pick a strum pattern, get the metronome going, try to play the strum pattern 4 times in a row with the metronome, and then gradually increase the speed. When we're doing the strum pattern though, we're just going to mute the strings with our right hand by lightly touching the strings so we get this sound. And then when we do the strum pattern, we can hear how it aligns with the metronome better. This exercise is also going to be really good for counting rhythms, which is important on any instrument you play. It kind of goes beyond the scope of this channel. I'm not intending to teach you everything about music. I'm here to help you get better at actually playing it. Generally, when you're strumming quarter notes, you'll just be doing down strums, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. When we do eighth notes, which are twice as fast, that's when we start doing the down-up strumming, and we would count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when we're doing the exercise, I will switch between saying the strum pattern and counting the rhythm. It'll sound like this. Down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Hopefully this will help connect the strum pattern with the rhythmic counting and make your life easier down the line. So here's what the exercise looks like with a metronome. I'll count us in. 1, 2, ready, go. Down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and. We'll try and do that 4 times in a row, and when you've got it mastered, you're ready to move on to the next speed. This exercise is also going to be great for increasing the speed and evenness of your strumming, while also helping to muscle memorize the strum pattern to a point where you don't even have to think about it. You can just set it and forget it, and then focus all your attention on the chord changes, which are more important. There's not a lot of ways to mess up this exercise, but a few things to watch out for. Make sure you're not doing too wide of strums. That wastes a lot of time as you're down here and you're up here, so you want to strum just past the strings. You'll be able to go a lot faster. The faster strumming comes from the wrist, so as you get going faster, try and make that happen, not too much in the elbow. You'll also want to use a pick. To hold a pick, you'll place it where you're going to flip a coin, and then just place your thumb on top of it. You'll want just a little bit coming out. You don't want too much, or that's going to add a lot of resistance in your strumming, so just a little bit goes a long way. And then make sure you're holding it loosely so it doesn't sound like this. Thinner picks are better for strumming chords, so if you have a bunch of different varieties, maybe experiment with it. If you don't have a pick, you should just use a pick, but if you don't have a pick, rather than using your thumb, which creates 2 different tones, you've got your skin going down, and then your thumbnail going up. So you've got kind of this muted, bright, muted, bright, muted, bright. Rather than using just your thumb, I strum downwards with this fingernail. I'll curl my finger almost like I'm holding a pick. I'll curl it and strum with this fingernail, and then I do up strums with my thumb finger. So it's like finger, thumb, and then you get an even tone both ways. Instead of. Well, that about does it for this demonstration. Hopefully it told you everything you needed to know. If it didn't and you still have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will get to them. But if not, then I'll see you in the next one. Keep it up.